Hey, everyone. Good day, good evening, good morning for those of you who are out in another place. So let me start by giving the ritual welcome to this spirit, General Bipin Rawat. Hmm? Okay. All right, so let me start looking at the questions. And as I always say, well, those of you who haven't joined my Instagram account, it is The Magic of Pleasure Seeking. All right, go look for me there and follow me. I post a lot there. And as I always say, I'm going to be moved to the questions that spirit is moving me, is pushing me to answer. Those questions that he will answer. He was earthbound. He's been ritually um, sent in the proper astral plane. Let's take a look. All right, let's see. Jayesh says, will the work started by you get hampered by your absence, and would the Chinese get an advantage to it? All right, let's see. The work will continue, and the Chinese are not to have an advantage from this because my work will continue. I did not work alone. When you are part of a group, an institutional group, there is always a team effort. This is important for everyone to know, so you will understand that I was just one person. Okay. All right. So let's see how many we can salute to you, Rita Kapoor. Salute to you, sir. Hope your post-mortem life is not in danger. Let's find out. No, I am resting in peace, and there is no danger here for me. Thank you. Okay. Did I put that up or I got that away? There you are. Vandana, hello to you. I keep listening. Thank you for your support, Vandana. All right, let's hear. Asha asks, is there any conspiracy on that day? Was there any conspiracy on that day? Yes and no. Yes, there were forces who wanted my work to stop. And this was a day I passed away. But I assure you, there have been attempts on my life in the past before my death. I say yes and no because all of those those attempts were from different sources, and there was never one person or one group involved for all of them. It was not a conspiracy, because a conspiracy requires the workings of more parties together in order to hide the truth. In the past, there were conspiratorial attempts, but the day I died, it was not the effort of a conspiracy. Well, interesting that is. Let's see. Everyone is saying sigh. There are many people who mention this, resting in peace. Thank you. Gary for Grace, please share your after death experience. You hear often stories like this story I will tell you. And for everyone, it is a bit different, but not much. The process of dying sees your soul remove from your body and watch your body decompose slowly. During that moment, before your spirit leaves the body, you have a very clear picture of your life. Not only the last part, but your entire life. As if you are saying goodbye to your actions. You see them all and then leave. When your spirit and soul leaves your body, you are covered with light if you are in the light. You are immediately surrounded by other spirits who seem to take you by the hand and travel with you, moving in a space of light and cloudy shapes. It is the beginning of the spirit world. Those who come for you, you know many of them. In my case, there were colleagues who had died. Yes, of course, family members also, and loved ones. But I cannot tell you anything about the time all of this takes. As a spirit, you feel that it happens all at once. Right before you pass, just like when you watch your life passing in front of you, so too you see that movie exchanged for all spirits of friends and loved ones coming toward you. There is no shock or stop and go timing. It is all one, happening almost as if it could be instantaneous. But timing is different for you and for the spirit world. I felt no pain in that exchange when the movie turned into a welcoming gathering. Wow, that was intense. Mega is saying, I cried for you. Do you feel that? Did you feel that? Were you able to feel that? I saw in the part of the movie of my life, I saw people weeping, and I thought I was still there. And at that moment, I did not understand why. Then it went so fast that there seemed to be something so new and something so old. They were just two different things, two different experiences, two different almost movies. I now am not again on earth. I was asked to guide a newborn. And so it is that I am the first guide for this newborn. It is so different for a soul to do this from the experience of living out a life. No tears I shed, or emotional setbacks, or pain we feel. None of this. But we work together with new people on earth so they can understand what is important in your life in order for you to be able to live without fear and without pain. One condition, the most important condition, is for us as guides to help people, souls incarnated, to understand what unconditional love is before they have experiences that blocks this from happening. Wow, 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 wow. Ah. Okay, Arvind, recently there was a huge security breach in Indian Prime Minister Narendra Modi's convoy in Punjab. Was this intentionally done to kill the Prime Minister? And who had plotted it? Okay. Yes. Yes. There was a plot. Yes. It was intentional, but if you understand the whole incident, you will be able also to understand that it was not successful. You ask who was involved. It is very clear that it had to do with power in a political context. Modi's not enemies, but Modi's antagonists were involved. Let me explain something, and I hope this will become clear for you. If your friend is a political leader, you've known them your whole life. When they become a political leader, however, you do not agree with their ideas, and you do not agree with their policies. If you were friends, you should understand and accept that there was also camaraderie between them. Perhaps we can say a bond or love between them. If you have economic interests and their policies hinder you from progressing in your interests, this is at the basis of all such occurrences. Who was behind the plot? People whose interests were not being covered by Modi's policies and the government at large. Having said this, you understand that this type of plot does not have someone who dies, a killer, or anything like this, but they have a breach, and the breach can lead to secrets escaping and going in the hands of people who are antagonists to the current government. This is the story of all such occurrences. He has a calm, very calm demeanor, a very soothing breath. I could feel his breath, a very soothing breath as he speaks. A sort of, not a grandfather type, it's not that, but a wise man, as if he were a wise man. Let's see. Let's see. Okay, salute to you, Bipin sir. Can you tell us why the Chinese come out as ruthless, aggressive, and hard to cope with? Will there be a change in this regard in the future? The way you describe the Chinese is quite unique. If you spoke to a European or an American, they may not speak of the Chinese in this way, but of the Federation of Russia, perhaps. Every country has its enemy and shadow. Why is this felt for India as aggressive? One very important response is logistics. The place, the location of the two countries causes in part this reaction on the part of people. Will this change in the future? No, because a pup, saying a pup lion will grow into a roaring lion. And the more China grows, the stronger and meaner it will appear, unless something happens to soften the Chinese image. This can occur through another country that has a contrast with China. Okay. let's see. Sona. Sona asks, are there aliens? Are they in our galaxy or some other? Are they more advanced than us? Do aliens have spirit souls? Aliens come both from our galaxy and other galaxies. No, they do not have a soul. They are not incarnated beings as you, but they were spirits, and history, their history, has caused them to group together for the purpose of gathering information. They are not all dark and evil, but many are. There have been lately, in the past year especially, extremely powerful alien attacks that people have experienced as negative entities or black magic or something of this kind, when in truth they were alien attacks. And the negative energy was sent directly from them. Okay. Okay, Ray. Ratika. Sir, we are very, very proud of you and grateful to you for your impeccable service to our nation. Thank you. If I may ask, will our nation be rid of Sonia Maino and Priyanka and Rahul Gandhi soon? Rahul Gandhi soon. Yes. The other two, no. Of course, you may ask, why and how? When will that happen and why? This is a question that should not be answered today, because it is important for people in that country to speak out and to work together to avoid bringing forward people, ideas, energies, parties that they do not want. Remember that for every one person who thinks highly of a leader, there are at least two or more who do not, and vice versa. Laura Fahey, do you see alien contact? Since I am and have always been in the light, I have nothing to do with alien contact. Ever. Let's see. Uh, let's see. Deepa. Deepa, you ask, does the Indian government and any does the Indian government and army liaise with extraterrestrials? Yes, yes. There are special units working to gather information in this sense. It is not made public, and in the future will hardly see the light. The work being done is similar to what aliens are doing, trying to learn about our emotional life. We try as humans to learn about their intentions and how they are able to thrive. Wow. Okay. Arvind. Will Narendra Modi get, oops, sorry about that. Will Narendra Modi get elected again as Prime Minister of India? Is his life in danger? Is he being protected by the spirit guides? No, he will not be elected again. He is involved, yes, with his guides, but they can only protect you to a certain degree. Spirit guides guide you, but you make your decisions. His life is always in danger, as all the lives of people in power are. I'm going to take one more question. Okay. Rashi Vasani, how all souls know the answer to everything after their death on earth? It is not true that we know all the answers. We do not think of questions, and it is at times like this that we can answer you. But we have other purposes. Our position and role, and mine as a guide, is special. We do not answer questions of the living, but guide in a matter of energetic sense. We tend to send messages as energy to people we guide so that they might understand when something may hurt them or may be benefiting them. But the ultimate decision is made by you. When you will pass, you may be reincarnated or not. Both options are available to you depending on the nature of your soul. But don't think of this now, and think of leading a healthy and happy life full of unconditional love. Ah, thank you so much, ladies and gentlemen, for being here and making this possible with your questions. I will put up another channeling session, a conversation with someone for next Sunday or next Saturday. I'll be posting it on my YouTube community session or on my YouTube page, and you'll see it announced with the time there. And you can, put it on your calendar. Thank you very much. Stay safe, everyone. Bye bye.